Hold on, everybody. Oh my gosh. What a morning. We're started. We're on the air. Yeah. I'm so late. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yeah. What's up, Ryan Perez? Oh my God, they're angry this morning. I wonder what they're grateful for. What's up, Robert? Yeah, gum, they're pissed. What's up, everybody? I'm so good, man. This is, by the way, this is Joshua T. Berglans' Morning Gratitude. Welcome. Man, Ryan, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing well too, my man. I haven't seen you in a while. And by the way, we are being heard right now on iHeart Radio, Spreaker, being seen on YouTube, and of course, Facebook Live. I want to give a shout out to our sponsors, SoCo Cannabis Creations, E360 TV, Color Evolution Cosmetics, and Facecamp Skincare. Good morning, everybody. What's up, Ivan? And if you're wondering who the heck I'm talking to, I am talking to the Facebook audience. These guys are so pissed. I got to turn this off. Oh, my God. This is angry. I'm trying to get creative with the music every day, and sometimes it just gets a little intense. Holy Moses, that was – I don't listen to angry music because it makes me angry. Yeah. I usually like the happy stuff, but I – Take It Off, a cover of Take It Off by Keisha. And yeah, they're pissed. But that band's called I Capture Castle. So if you like it, look them up on YouTube. Good morning, everybody. So if you're wondering who the heck I'm talking to, well, I'm talking to all of you. But the people I'm mentioning by name are on Facebook, and you can come find us at Joshua T. Berglans' Morning Gratitude. Today's a great day, wonderful day. I'm late. I'm sorry. But Be Live software did not want to work, and I couldn't even get in it. So it was terrible. I got those bands yesterday. Thank you most kindly. Oh, cool, man. I'm glad you got them finally. Hello, Michelle. Good to see you this morning. Ivan, my man, good to see you. Mr. Perez, great. So I'm waiting on our guest. So today we have an amazing guest, but I want to share something with you guys really quick. And by the way, can you tell me how I sound? I've done something different with my mic, and I want to just try and see how this is. Because I had before, so I was stacking it up like this. So tell me how it sounds if you don't mind. Dadgummit. I'm ready for one of those mics that go over my head. Ivan, I love your new mic, by the way. It's super sick. It's freaking great. So last night I went to a dinner with Kali. So Matt Shea, it was Eric Swanson put it on. Oh, really? Thanks, dude. That's awesome. This is good. I'm going to keep this right here. You don't have to be close to the microphone? Oh, see, I should have went to broadcasting school, and maybe I would have freaking known that. But I didn't go to broadcasting school. So I've just got this little mic. But I want to feel like I've got to grab it like this and talk in the mic really, really deep like this. Anyway, so I'm waiting on Tucker. But last night I went to a really cool event. And so Eric Swanson, who is known as Mr. Awesome, an amazing speaker. He's written 5 best-selling books. Him, Matt Schaefer, my homeboy. You guys know Matt. He oh, really? Oh, thanks, Ivan. Matt Schaefer was there. And Ross Jeffries, who, if you've ever read the book The Game, that's what it's about. He played Tom Cruise played him in Still Magnolias. An amazing guy. and just other amazing humans. And I'm bad with names, but just really, really great people were there. And last night I overheard Ross talking to the other hypnotist, and he was talking about gratitude and how there's a missing piece to gratitude. Like when people talk about what they're grateful for, like I'm grateful for my home. I'm grateful for the fact that I'm looking at the Coronado Bridge. I'm grateful for all of you that are watching right now. I'm grateful for Trisha. I'm grateful for Karen. I'm grateful for Denise. I'm grateful for Robert, Ivan. So I'm grateful, right? I'm saying I'm grateful. But the missing piece to gratitude that I did not even know, and it makes perfect sense, is when other people are having success, rooting for them and encouraging their success and being happy for them and being almost grateful for their success. Think about that. Mind blown. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Denise, all the way from London. Good to see you guys. But think about that. Spain. We got somebody from Spain here, the lovely Michelle Stevens. We have people from San Diego and Iowa. It's good to see you guys. But so think about this. So think about when you see someone else being successful, how it makes you feel. Just stop and think about it for a second. Are you always happy? Always. Answer me. I'd love to see your comments here on Facebook. Hi, Bonnie. Good to see you. Even YouTube. Like, you guys talk to me. And you and Spreaker and iHeart Land, you can't talk to me. I wish you could, but you can go over to Facebook and talk to us. So anyway, here's the point. I was thinking about that, like how profound that is. Bonnie, I know you're not always happy. Sadly, you're not. But hold on. We're going to talk about this. What is he doing? Is he? Yeah. Go live. Go live, Tucker. Yes, I'm talking to you. Hold on. Dadgummit. Yes. 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 Click the link, dude. Click the link. Hold on. I'm going to put the link back in there again. Okay. So I'm back. Bear with me. Sorry, guys. So here's the deal. But are you grateful? Always. Yes, with everyone's success, I'm proud of each person of their success. Okay, Trish, that's what you say. Ivan says, most people aren't capable of being happy for others. It's a human trait, unfortunately, where some of us find jealousy. It's because we all want to be happy and successful, but many of us are unwilling to do what it takes to accomplish that. Okay. Well, okay. So I would love to see the rest of your comments on this. But how many people, truly, are you always grateful and excited for people when they're successful? Because that is the missing part. That's the yang, if you will. I'm making that up, but it makes sense. It's the yang to the yin of being grateful. But the yang is, I'm so happy for your success. Like, I'm happy for Tucker, who's about to come on and blow your freaking mind. Like, Tucker brings it, by the way. So if you guys don't share the video, you suck. And I'm not grateful for it. Just kidding. I'm very grateful for you. But you guys want to share the video because Tucker's going to freaking blow your mind. Seriously. So, but being excited for other people's success. And I got to tell you something. There's times when I see other people like get where I want to be before me. And I'm like, oh, God. Oh, I know I can do a better job than them. Like, seriously. Like, I know that. I really say that. And I'm like, ugh, damn it. But then it's like, well, yeah, okay. All right, whatever. All right, well, I'm happy for him. But I mean, to freaking be in that mindset. So to make gratitude really like unlock and unleash its power, and gratitude is a very powerful thing. But to unleash that, you have to be happy for other people's success and root for them and cheer for them and go you. Go on with your bad self. That's what you got to do. And that's amazing because it's fun to celebrate people's success, right? And sometimes, yeah, you're like, you know what? Guess what? You're going to get your turn. Like, everything happens in line for a reason. So when you see people around you that are successful, don't be envious of them. Be almost grateful for that success for them. Be happy for them. And evidently, and I don't know this because I just started practicing it today, like fully practicing it. Evidently, that unlocks the power of gratitude, unlike anything you've ever seen. All right, guys, here's the deal. Freaking Tucker Bearden, the most amazing human I've met. Honest to God, amazing human. I didn't put his bio up because he didn't give me one. But also, I probably would have shared it anyway because I wanted to blow your freaking mind. So, ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, and the legend, Tucker Bearden. He looks like I don't know if he's a mix right now of going hunting or going skating. I can't tell. Ladies and gentlemen, Tucker Bearden. What's up, dude?
Nothing much, brother. How are you doing on this beautiful morning?
Dude, you look kind of scary right now.
Oh, man. Hey, it's cold out here in Arkansas. It's a little cold here in Arkansas, my friend.
How you doing, brother?
I am always doing wonderful. You know, if I was any better, I would think something was wrong.
All right, Tucker. What are you grateful for today, my man?
My friend, I'm grateful that there was a person in the mirror this morning. I'm grateful for everything. I'm grateful that I get to sit here next to this beautiful water and watch crappie come up and eat their morning breakfast as I just got through enjoying mine. I'm grateful that I get to wake up. What did I have for breakfast? I had two fruit smoothies, two apples, a banana, and two of those tiny little oranges.
Oh, like the cuties?
Yes, sir.
Oh
yes, sir.
Gosh. Ask Karen. I eat like 6 of them in bed, like right before.
That is your power food, my friend. What you eat becomes you, and you want anything that is going to become a human being to be at the quality that you wish that you were at.
So wait a second. You're saying if I eat a cutie, then I'm going to be a cutie?
No, a cutie will become a human. Think about it. Think about it. When you think about the time that it takes for food to digest into your body, that cutie, being that it's fruit, digests and moves through your system in approximately 3 to 4 hours. And if you actually stop and think about what's happening, that in itself is something to be grateful for. And that is that how complex this machine we call a human body is. It took millions and millions of years for Mother Nature to turn dirt into humans, but yet we turn a orange or an apple into a human within a matter of hours. And if that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will.
I need some SoCo cannabis right now, and so we can just go off into Never Neverland. Good morning, Dr. Garcia and Veronica. Great to see you guys. Good morning, Bonnie. We are with the man, Tucker Bearden. Okay, so here's the thing. Tucker, I know your story. I've felt your story. I've seen you on stage just own a room.
Thank you.
Best speaker of the freaking weekend by far.
Thank you.
Anyway, all of that said, there is an audience out there that do not know who Tucker Bearden is. So really, really quick, please share with us the Tucker Bearden experience.
Yes, sir. My name is Tucker Bearden, and I am a practitioner of change. I was diagnosed with a neurological abnormality that hinders one's natural abilities to understand social cues as well as emotional responses, known as Asperger's. Throughout my life, I was making friends was a daunting task. It's understanding the way the world works when it comes to interaction with others to me growing up would be like me taking someone who speaks English and no other language, dropping them in China with no guide and no translator and telling them learn the language. Well, that's what it was like learning to socialize. I come from a place called Rising Star. It's exactly 52 miles from the closest town and really hard to find on Google Maps. I was raised through the code of chivalry. I was raised to respect others and know that every man and woman on this planet is your family. We share this earth together. We are on this rock together. So therefore we have to look out for each other. And going through my life, I was hospitalized many times due to panic attacks that were brought on simply by being around too many people at one time. I couldn't go shopping in Walmart or take a stroll through the mall without ending up in the emergency room. Due to this, staying employed was nearly impossible. I worked in a grocery store at one point and actually had a panic attack. And after being fired from that job, which was many down the road, I actually attempted suicide on multiple occasions because I didn't see a light at the end of the tunnel. All I was witnessing was the darkness. But through my darkness, I realized that without that, the light would hold no value. And so I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I went through what I have and that I am the man that I am today. And you know what allowed me to break through everything and come to understand that I create my situation was when I began working with thoroughbred racehorses, and suddenly everything began to change. For the first time in my life, I had a connection to something. I could feel what they feel. I can put my hands on a horse and feel their emotion. I can feel their pain, but yet I can't do this with a person. I've never been able. I've been single for over 6 years because the part of my mind that sees value in the connection to others on an emotional level does not work. My brain does not function in that matter, but that's okay. I've learned to embrace it. I was not put here to make a single person or a single woman happy. I was put on this earth and I was given a purpose to bring value to every human being that walks the face of this earth, because like I said, we're all one family, and where I come from, you look out for your own. So that's a small story as to who I am, like where I'm from and why I'm here.
Dude, and folks, I'm sorry, but that's like not even the whole story. Like it's not even close. But we don't look. It's at this point he's moving past it. I noticed. So my first experience with you in person was in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir.
And getting on that airplane and flying to Vegas, that was a journey and a challenge for you. But
yes,
then
sir.
being on the not Sunset Strip, I'm thinking of LA, sorry, but being on the Las Vegas Strip with all those lights, all that noise, all that chaos, tell us what that was like for you in your very first experience with Vegas.
The best way that I can describe how it felt being there was that I'm experiencing something new. So obviously there is a form of anxiety, of excitement that comes with that. And I was so grateful and just so overwhelmed. But that also has its downside, and that is that I have a tendency to have what's known as, I'm sorry, it's getting very cold out here. It's sensory overload. And what that is like certain textures, certain smells, certain sounds will cause my mind, the synapses in my brain to begin firing at rates that are nearly incomprehensible. We actually had this measured at one point, and the neurons, the synapses in my brain were firing at 10.8 times the speed that my body is even capable of comprehending. And what happened in Vegas was that I had a sensory overload. We were sitting there enjoying, I was just drinking orange juice, and I believe I was drinking a screwdriver is what it was, because I was trying to calm my nerves down. I'm not a big fan of alcohol, but hey, might as well. If you're in Rome. So we're sitting there enjoying it, and I'm having this great conversation with you, Joshua. I mean, I'm such a huge fan. I was so excited to get to finally meet you in person, and we're having such a powerful conversation. So I'm building up this feeling inside, and then suddenly the volcano on the other side of the road exploded. And if y'all don't know, there's a volcano in Vegas in front of the Mirage Hotel. It's man-made, but my God, is it powerful. It explodes with such, it's, I hate to sound cheesy, but it felt like the heat of the sun itself. And we were on the other side of the road. And as that happened, there was a heating lamp that was above us, and it was making a buzzing noise. So my attention was snatched to one thing while hearing another, and there was a DJ across the road that was playing some kind of music, and I could hear the ice in the glass that the man sitting behind us was swooshing around, and this combination of sounds all at
Oh
once,
my God.
uh, I would say it was equivalent to a face-to-face experience with the Reaper himself. It's imagine you're walking through a valley, for instance, and on each side of the valley there are beautiful mountains. Ahead of you is the most beautiful view you've ever experienced in your life, and you know that you only get one chance to experience this moment that the universe took billions of years to prepare for you, and then all of a sudden a storm that only you can see comes over the valley. A dark haze comes over you, and suddenly you lose control of your body, and an impossible fear overwhelms you. Anxiety comes over you, and your chest begins to compress like there's two trains trying to see who's stronger, and they're using you as the centerpiece. And
Golly.
and you begin to collapse on yourself, almost almost as if you fall into a void, and in that void on the way down there's thousands of people on every side laughing and taunting you as you fall, and you fall faster and faster and faster into just darkness.
Oh,
And most of the time you wake up with needles in your arms and your loved ones standing around you in a panic, or in a grocery store with people standing around you, and those the same voices and hands that come to soothe and help are the exact same
wow.
things and that drag you farther and farther and farther from your comfort zone within the moment. It's their hands come out to help, and it's like the Reaper's cold hands come to touch your shoulder, and no matter what you can't physically tell them in the moment that what they're doing is making it worse, and it's overwhelming because your body will not allow you, like a person experiencing surgery while being awake, but yet the doctor thinks that he's asleep.
What the? Oh my
And
God.
when I was in Vegas and we sat there and we had that conversation, I went from walking through that valley that was so beautiful into stepping into the valley of darkness, and once again coming face to face with the demons that taunted me and allowed me to become who I am, and challenged me on an everyday basis. But I don't have a problem with facing demons. I don't have a problem with coming face to face with evil, because I know that I wield weapons that are forged in understanding. I wear armor that is forged in the blessings and knowledge and motivation that has come from all my peers and all the teachers and masters that I've met on my path. Every person's a book worth reading, and every book has some form of value, but it's up to you to find the right chapter. And that's what I was doing. Every step in my life is simply an observation of another page in someone's book.
Holy
Every
God.
person drops jewels of value that are picked from trees made of blessings.
Wow.
And it's up to you to pick those jewels up And once you have those jewels, it's up to you to forge them into what the world is supposed to see. Because I can take a chunk of coal and show it to you, and you may not perceive it as any value, but yet I take that same chunk of coal and put it under immense pressure for extended periods of time, and suddenly there is a diamond. And then I take that diamond, which is rough and ugly but yet strong, and I cut it over and over and over and over again, and suddenly there is something that is perceived as value from one side of the world to the other. And that is what happened in Vegas. Is just as the wind and the water cuts through the land and creates what you see before you, I was walking through the valley in Vegas, and my jewel was being carved, my diamond was being cut, and I was being prepared for where I am today. It is simply another step in this world.
Wow.
No more, no less, my friend.
Unbelievable. Hold on, really quick. I'm gonna read some of these comments here, and so everybody listening on iHeart Radio and Spreaker Live, you can come join us at Joshua T. Berglans Morning Gratitude and join in on the conversation. Nick says he can relate to this. Aaron Garcia says we have experienced the dark. Bonnie wants to know facing demons. Denise says once you have faced them, nothing can touch you. Wow, so powerful. Thank you for such a good description, says Julie. Veronica says that's a good way of explaining everything she goes through. The energy in Vegas is too much. Wow, thank you guys for sharing this video too. Karen says hello. Michelle, wow. She's just saying wow. Ivan says everyone has a unique story, I think he means. Everyone has a unique story, and it's imperative to share it to the world. You never know how it may impact others and even change their lives. Unbelievable. Nick, good morning. Good to see you. Wow. Dude,
Thank you.
It just, yeah, this is obviously resonating with people, and it's absolutely terrific. Even though I don't know any of us that, I don't know of any of us that have Asperger's that's watching right now. But witnessing it was so amazing. And I related to you a lot more than I thought. But I watched, you deal with your surroundings and interact with people. Like, we have a lot of the same quirks, and I'm like, do I have Asperger's? Like, I didn't know. I don't, but I have some tendencies. And so, and some of those things that we share in common that others would perceive as different or strange or awkward, I related to you, and that's one of the ways that I bonded with you and just really, really just loved you as a friend, and just thought, wow, this guy is incredible. Then I watched you on stage. That was freaking terrific, and I cannot wait to see where you go from this. But there's something that stuck out to me the most about you. And it is when we were by the water fountain, and we were doing that day that we were all taking pictures and stuff like that. I heard you speak of gratitude in ways that I have never heard it described. And I don't remember the exact story, but I was just speechless and just like, this is so powerful. And
Gratitude is life.
You're taking gratitude to an appreciation of talking about just having a belt around your clothes. Like it was about the air that you breathe. And it was such a genuine thing. Tell me, where did you learn to have such a grateful just being and a grateful heart? Because yours is unlike anything I've been around.
Oh, my friend. We speak of gratitude as if it is some outward force, some outside force that we have to come to understand and live within. Gratitude is a natural feeling. Gratitude is what humans naturally live within. It is the outside forces beyond gratitude that we give focus to and pay attention to, that allow us to take ourselves out of what we naturally are already within. So I didn't step into something new or find something new. I simply opened up my mind to the reality of life. And that is that if you be the blessing for others, you will live within blessings. You will receive in this world an exact proportion to that of which you give, and that is a lesson and a law that will stand the test of time. You know, I found gratitude under a bridge. One day I lived under a bridge. I was homeless. I was lost in my life. I had been facing addiction to synthetic marijuana for a while, and I was using synthetic marijuana to escape the reality of which I did not understand. Because we don't drink or do anything outside what our body naturally does for any other reason than to escape the reality that we no longer want to perceive as so. So under that bridge, I sat there and I built my home out of rocks and clay. It was more of an adobe style. And I remember laying under there and being thinking, wow, why live in $100,000 house when you can live under a $10 million bridge? It's all about how you perceive. Your perception is what carves your path. The way you perceive the world is in direct influence to that of how the world is affected around you. And you know, coming to understand that was one of the, if not the main keys to living within joy. Because people say you search for happiness, or the search for happiness. There is no search for happiness. Happiness is something that people chase. If I make you the king of this planet, or God over all creation, tomorrow, once you are settled in, you will begin looking for what's next. Because happiness does not come from the destination, it comes from the journey. But joy lives within the spirit. And joy is something that can be experienced every day, in every moment. Happiness can only be experienced within a single moment. And sitting under that bridge, washing my face in the creek each morning, scrounging for food in dumpsters, I began a journey that took me to places I never would have fathomed. A country boy from the sticks of Arkansas that started with nothing is suddenly in a multi-ton tube made of steel flying through the air thousands of feet in the sky, and I'm in such awe witnessing this through the eyes of a blind man that was just given sight. And suddenly I hear people behind me complaining that there's too much ice in their drink.
I like to chew on the ice. Get more ice, the better.
Yes, sir. But imagine that if you were to step back in time, even 500 years, and I came to you in the mind of a man who has saw the world through the eyes of someone 500 years ago, and I came to you and said, I'm going to put 300 people on a chunk of steel, and I'm going to send them 30,000 feet into the air above the clouds. They're going to fly at hundreds of miles an hour, and I'm going to safely bring them back to the ground. You would call me a madman and probably have me lynched. But yet, if you were to go another 500 years back, you would be perceived as a Greek god. You will be perceived as something. If people 1,000 years ago saw you, they would make paintings and drawings of how a god came from the skies, and the sky people came and traveled. But yet today, we can see what is leaves us in such awe, and yet complain about something as simple as a cube of ice. And the only reason that this is possible is because the person that is there is not living within and fully experiencing the moment, which allows them to live within gratitude. See, when you live within gratitude, when everything that happens through you, because things do not happen to you, once you come to understand that, life will begin to take routes you never would have imagined. Once you understand that life happens through you, you understand that every moment, no matter how dark, no matter how you might be struggling to pay your bills, you don't know how you're going to put food on the table, you don't know how you're going to get through the day. Once you come to understand and live within gratitude, you come to do that simply because your perception changes. Once you begin to change the way you see the things around you will begin to change. And your perception is what guides this. Now, you hear people say this all the time, but how many can explain why it happens is very slim. Though I come from the sticks of Arkansas, but I do love physics. I do study the string theory as well as many other things. And one thing that I found when studying quantum physics is that when you observe a particle on a quantum scale, the observation of that particle causes it to change its physical makeup, whether it be negatively or positively charged, and in doing so changes the route of which it takes. And when you negatively or positively charge a particle, it creates a chain effect and affects other particles on its path until the momentum, the motion in itself causes it to purify. Just as a stream flows through the woods, when that stream goes through the woods, everything it touches flourishes. The water is in constant motion. Everything around it thrives. It brings life to the world around it. But if I were to continually, over a period of time, dump poison into that stream over and over again, eventually everything around that stream will die. Well, when you negatively charge these particles due to foul observations and a foul perception of the world that you are experiencing around you, you taint that energy, and you actually release dopamine in the brain, which is a poison that shuts down your immune system, causes your fingernails to stop growing. Anything that's not needed for survival is completely shut off, and it shortens your life.
Wait, hold on, whoa. Dopamine does that?
No, I'm sorry, cortisol. I am sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. I was going to say cortisol is what is the poison that's released in the brain. Dopamine, when you are living within gratitude, when you're fully experiencing the moment, your body doesn't need an outside source to feel a high. If your dopamine will be released in the brain, which kicks up your immune system, gives you a euphoric sensation. And if you practice meditation every day, the feeling that you get when dopamine is released is more powerful than any drug you could possibly imagine.
Wow.
So there's many different routes that allowed me to come to understand that gratitude is not a destination, just as joy and happiness are not a destination. Gratitude is a way of living. It is understanding that within this moment, every single thing, whether good or bad, happy, sad, evil, or loving, is designed to make you stronger, to allow you to go further. I mean, if your entire life was nothing but daisies and roses and there was never a challenge, how could you possibly face your demons today and expect to win?
So true, man. Wow.
Sorry, I have a tendency to ramble.
Yeah, I would not. Hold on. I'm going to read these comments. Everybody listening right now on Spreaker and iHeart Radio, watching. There's actually people I can see them watching on YouTube. Welcome. You can join in the comments, ask Tucker questions. We're also on Joshua T. Berglans' Morning Gratitude page on Facebook. Seriously, Kingdom Key, says Kelly. Woohoo, Tucker, a lot of wisdom. Exactly, Nick Harris says. People are making fun of my face. My facial expressions, I think. Stress hormone, cortisol, Nick is talking about. Veronica, so awesome. What's up, John? Good to see you. People are just freaking, you're awesome. Tucker Bearden, says Nick. Holy freaking Moses. Yeah, there's a lot of comments here. People are absolutely.
May I add something?
Challenges help you grow, says Veronica. And wow, says Dr. Garcia.
Thank you. May I add?
Just so you know, the discussion that we were talking about in gratitude is that Tucker every year for Christmas gets the same present: a can of beans and a machete. And he gave the most detailed explanation as to why he was grateful for that. And you know what? When I heard he said he got a can of beans, I'm like, you can go buy some Bush's beans for 99 cents at Ralph's. I mean, I'll go buy it. That's my thought. It was like, why would the hell would you get that for Christmas? And then I was like, a machete. Well, okay, I can see a machete making sense. But every year he gets the same thing, and that's all he gets. And to see the joy on his face when he was talking about this, it was like you said, here's a Lamborghini and 4 bikini models and $1 million. Honest to God. That was what he was saying. So when I told you about his attitude on gratitude, that's what it was. It was that story talking about how freaking grateful he was for a can of beans and a machete. And I know that's one that a lot of people have, but he gave this amazing explanation. So that's where that came from. Tucker, are you a Pleiadian? What is that? Pleiadian? Did I say that right?
A Pleiadian? I'm sorry, would you mind defining the term?
I don't know. I guess I can Google it really quick. What's a Pleiadian? Hold on. I'll ask Google right now. What is a Pleiadian? No, I spelled it wrong.
Palladian, relating to or denoting the neoclassical style of Andrea Palladio, in particular with reference to the phase of English architecture from 1715, when there was a revival of interest in Palladio and his English ecodomes and a reaction against the Baroque.
That's not it. Oh, it's Pleiadian starseed. Okay, here we go. They're elves, Nordic aliens, or they're humanoid aliens that come from stellar systems surrounded by the Pleiadian stars. They're really, really concerned about Earth and our future. That's a Pleiadian. Did I lose Tucker? I lost Tucker. He froze on the screen, and that's really scary. Hold on. Let me kick him out real quick and see if he comes back. Holy freaking crap. A Pleiadian? What's that all about? Come back, Tucker. Are you back? Where'd you go, dude? We lose him? Face still frozen. Dadgummit, Tucker. Why'd your computer? His phone died. I don't know what happened. He froze on the screen. Okay, he can come back in. So when somebody asks you what you're grateful for, remember what he just said. Holy jeez. You've been told you're a Pleiadian? Is this real? Veronica, are you screwing with me right now? I'm starting to believe in aliens. I really am. I'm starting to So this Pleiadian, am I saying it right? This is so, there he is. We're going to find out if Tucker's an alien or a Nordic elf.
Okay, I'm still here. All right. I lost connection.
He looks like a Nordic elf right now. Okay, you have a friend that is Pleiadian. Wait, hold on. This is a real thing. I have a friend that is Pleiadian. I haven't spoken with her in a couple years. Wonderful woman. So what is this Pleiadian? You're a Nordic elf. or you were an alien and you were very concerned about humanity. She's not messing around.
I'm what's known as a mystic. Their mystics are not trained; we're born. And I don't tell people that I'm a mystic, because when you say it, they don't know what it means, and it sounds like you're talking about something out of the Wizard of Oz. But a mystic is someone who was born with the natural urge to perceive beyond our reality, and to understand things that are beyond knowing. And if I don't believe that I am or am not above. I don't believe I'm above or better than any person on this planet. I simply am living awake, and many people go through their entire lives asleep. Once you begin to live in a world where your eyes are open, you have no need to live within anything but gratitude and joy. I mean, look around you. Look at what we're doing right now. Attempt to wrap your mind around the fact that you are hundreds, if not thousands of miles away from me, and yet we are sitting here having a conversation face to face, and I didn't send a horse to take you a letter.
Hey, hold on. I know, that's amazing. When did you know when did you come to realize that you were a mystic, Tucker? Thanks. Good question, Christina.
I was told it in a dream when I was younger, because when I dream lucidly. By the way, if I lose connection, I will jump back on immediately. When I dream lucid, which means that I'm fully aware that I'm dreaming and I have full control over what happens. When I was younger, I used to have this reoccurring dream where I'm walking through the forest and I come into a clearing, and in the clearing, everything is so peaceful. The grass is
we lost him. Okay. So, all right. So now Michelle says that she's been told that she's a starseed. At this point, I wouldn't doubt it. Some people call me an earth angel, and I still don't even know what it means. Mary calls me an earth angel, and I think Michelle has too. I don't know what it means. I'm just like, I tried to fly out my window the other day, and it did not happen. I say, yeah, I don't know. And I'm not making fun, because I don't understand it. But there's a lot about this world and the planet that I don't understand, that I'm trying to figure out, that I'm starting to realize that there's a lot more going on than I thought. And I'm a conspiracy dork. I'm not a dork. I thought that I was woke, but now talking to Tucker, I don't think I'm very woke at all. I don't know. Freaking aliens? Starseeds? What the heck? Like, you guys got to fill me in what all this stuff means. Like, I have no idea. Man. I'm just Earth Angel. I'm one, hun. I can explain it sometime. Would you please? I'd love to know what it means. Yeah, Karen definitely has dreams that come true, and they're freaky, especially with people dying. She's predicted 2 deaths since we've lived in San Diego. Her dreams. Just, I don't even know. Okay, so yeah, I'm woke, but evidently not woke enough, because we have starseeds and mystics, and yeah, look, at this point, I don't doubt anything. I just don't doubt anything. I do definitely believe that we have, I really do believe this, that whoever the rulers of the lands were and are, they definitely want us divided. There's no doubt about it. Religion divides us. They try to divide us by our differences with race. They're always trying to separate us and categorize us and label us. And that's not who we are. We weren't meant to be labeled. We weren't meant to be separated and divided, and that they want that because we can't work together. And if we're negative energy and we're, working away from each other and against each other, then we can't collaborate to make magic happen. And that's what they don't want. That's what I believe. And I believe all of that to be true. So this stuff could have been kept from us. If this is real, I don't know, but it does. The possibility is out there that this is very real, and this is information that has been kept from us because they don't want us to know, because it enlightens us. It makes us wise. That's why, like, I tell you, like, yes, I have my faith and I'm a follower of Christ, but I'm accepting and loving of people of all religions, all cultures, all everything, because baby, we're just one. Like, we're on this planet to work together, to be one. We were all God's children. We were all created the same. We weren't created equal, unfortunately, but that's something, I mean, I think God intended it that way, but man screwed that up a long time ago. Anyway, getting my alien on today. You guys are all like aliens. Everything's aliens today. Okay. Well, listen, I'm done. I got to work. I get to work. I don't know. So tomorrow I'm going to do a show. Friday I may not, because I go back to the Ascension Leadership Academy for Breakthrough. It's 4 days. I'm ready. I'm freaking ready. So anyway, I love you guys. You're amazing. If you've not talked to somebody in a while, just, pick up the phone, call, go, hey, I love you. I'm grateful for you. I really appreciate you. Make amends with somebody. If you're holding a resentment towards somebody, tell them you're sorry. Make it right. It's so healing. It's powerful. Anyway, love you guys. Take care. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your shares. If you haven't shared the video, Veronica says it's real. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate you. Have a great day. You guys, love you. Share the video if you haven't already, please. Tucker's amazing. Wow, mind blown. Please share. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you. Goodbye.